Hello, I'm State Representative Kirk Pearson. Thank you for joining me for my legislative update. As I record this today, we are in the final 2 weeks of session, and the House version of the state budget bill, House Bill 1087, passed the House on April 9th. In my last video update, I told you that tax collections in the state are up nearly 14%, or roughly $3.9 billion. To put the House budget that passed this month in perspective, the current 2-year budget that ends June 30th will spend $30.2 billion. The 2011-13 budget that passed in the House increases spending by $2 billion and spends a record high of $32.4 billion. I voted against the budget for several reasons, but my main concern was that despite us spending a lot more of your money, public safety would be cut by $31 million. As a Republican leader on the public safety, it is unacceptable that spending would go up, yet public safety was not treated as a priority. What's worse is that these cuts are achieved by allowing some offenders to get out of prison 120 days early. Also cutting 47 community correction officers. Nearly 400 similar community correction positions were eliminated in the last budget cycle, allowing thousands of prisoners to be released without a guarantee that they will be supervised, and that is irresponsible. These parole officers often are our last line of defense when it comes to monitoring offenders living in our communities. They are the eyes and ears we depend on to keep our families safe. The early release plan in the budget is extremely dangerous. The public needs to know that a baseline of 1,300 offenders, high, medium, and low risk, will be eligible for early release. This will create a marked increase in crime. The Washington Institute of Public Policy estimates this early release policy will cost local governments $900,000 in the next 2 years, putting all our safety at risk to save $31 million in a $32 billion budget deal is a very, very bad deal. Balancing the budget on the backs of our citizens' safety is simply immoral. Finally, we are working on the capital budget. I will update you next week on local projects the budget will contain. Thank you for watching today. As always, I welcome guests from the district. If you plan on being in Olympia, please be sure to call my office to make an appointment. That way I can be sure to set aside enough time and a meeting space if needed for you or your group. And as always, I really appreciate your calls, letters, and emails. But for now, thanks again for allowing me to serve you. I'm Kirk Pearson, your local representative.